Welcome back.
Woo! We're back.
Yeah, from our break. I made it a little longer. I think it was needed. I think we need to just start fresh. New year, new us, maybe, or the same us, or the old us, or future us. Time is weird. I don't know why I said that. But
No, it's just my screen went weird. I'm good now.
Okay. Yeah. So we're not gonna get into our break because I feel like we always do that and it's stupid. I feel like this is just a part of the podcast. We have
You
breaks.
don't want to talk about how we finally got reunited?
Oh, I just meant because I feel like we always are oh my gosh, so sorry guys. I can't believe we kept you waiting. And I'm tired of doing that. So
we meant to leave for that long because we all hate you so much.
Yeah. It was also just finals. I don't want to explain it. So I announced in the community page, it's now a deleted post because I realized we weren't going to come back by that date that I set. But yeah, so I hope you had other podcasts to listen to. I'm sure this is not the podcast everyone is waiting to listen for, but
you are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Sophia and I are on winter break. I'm back home.
I'm not on winter break. It's just winter.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forget that jobs don't have winter breaks.
I had Christmas Day off, and that's it. And I have this week off because I requested it off, but...
You didn't just have Christmas Day off.
Yes, I did. Well, no, the only day that I, had off for, my involuntary day off was Christmas. A little guy. But that's besides the point.
Okay. Well, you're getting another 6-day break.
I know, but that's because I requested.
Yeah, but that's still a break.
Yeah, but I'm not counting that in this break.
Okay. Okay. Anyways.
What do you want to say?
Let's just move on. I don't want to do housekeeping stuff. There's nothing to update on.
There's so much stuff to update on.
Is there?
Hey, I have an ID now. I am legally a person. That's cool.
You were always legally a person.
But now I'm extra legally a person.
I don't think that's how that works.
If I commit crimes. I'm in the
database. They can what?
I'm in the database. If I commit crimes.
You were already in the database.
No. Well, I am now.
If a 12-year-old murders his parents, that's not... they're not going to be oh, you didn't commit the crime because you don't have an ID.
Well, now they got my fingerprints.
Well, I don't know. You can have a bank account before you have an ID, and they usually ask for your fingerprints.
No, they didn't ask for my prints. I'm a mom. That's probably why. But yeah, I'm trackable now, which sucks. But also I can go through the hentai walkthrough at the anime convention this weekend. So I'm kind of ballin'.
Yeah, this weekend is our local
SAC anime.
Oh yeah, we saw where we live.
You know, everyone knows where we live.
Yeah. SAC anime. I'm only going for 1 day, but Sophia's going for all 3 days.
All 3 days, and I got cosplays lined up, and I hate everything. I can't believe I pay $40 twice a year to feel like complete crap, only to miss it. So, yeah. I'm doing... I guess I'll just reveal my lineup.
Yeah.
The 5 people who listen. So day 1, I'm going as Patrick Bateman. I know, very Alpha Sigma of me. And then day 2, I'm going as the Joker. Again, very, very Alpha of me. But I'm specifically going as some sort of bombshell Joker. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go. Because my friends are going as Bombshell Harley and Bombshell Poison Ivy. And then... day 3, I am going as Nepeta from Homestuck, because we do Homestuck every year. And if you, dear listener, knows what Homestuck is, I think you need to go to therapy.
Yeah.
That being said, I am so excited yet dreading this entire thing.
Which is why I'm only going for one
For
day.
one, because I'm telling you, if you are not like a seasoned con goer, the 3 days will knock you out really badly.
It's not even that. It's just like I already know I don't want to deal with it. Especially like this time around, because it's like I don't have all my stuff here, and it's just like it's not worth it to go for 3 days. I also just don't have the money to go for 3 days, so
Fair.
because I'm not even like dressing up, so
Oh yeah, you're not even cosplaying or anything.
no.
Which blows. You should have cosplayed.
Yeah, but that's money and more things to bring on a plane, so
Okay, fair enough.
yeah, that just wasn't gonna happen.
But also, next time you should cosplay.
Yes, if packing allows it.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying you can like ship something to my house or something. I'll keep it for you for con.
I know. Well, it's still money. Like
I know. Okay, fine. Fine. I
yeah.
really can't argue with you.
Yeah.
But
Because I kind of blew all my money on going to movies last semester, so
yeah, okay. So actually, me and Evangeline got reunited. We briefly glossed over that.
yes.
You reunited in the sense that she is in town and we hung out for 4 days.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I slept over at her house.
Yes.
And did we have the time of our life? I don't know.
Oh,
I
I
was
didn't add the other thing. Wait, I didn't. Wait,
but
wait, wait. Don't say it. Don't say it if you
I'm not
think
saying
you know what
anything.
it is.
Oh, is it about
Beep, boop, 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 boop,
I'm
boop,
not saying it.
boop, 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 beep,
I'm
boop, boop.
not. I haven't said anything.
Okay, I put it on the talking points, and you can have a gasp or something. I don't know.
A gasp?
I don't know. Don't you have it open? Yeah.
Oh wow! Yeah,
Yeah.
we spent.
Okay. So
Okay,
let me back up because it is my
yes.
it was my game. Why is my laptop crooked? Okay, that's weird. Um so Sophia came over on Christmas Eve night. We watched Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which is such a good special, by the way. Marvel has been like killing it with the specials. They've only released two, but both of them are really good. So we watched that, which was my third time watching it. Um
Yep.
oh, little diversion. How do we feel about Peter and Mantis being siblings?
I think it's really sweet.
Me too.
I think that Peter deserves some good family members
He does.
because
I
he does not have his mom died. He has daddy issues, and yeah, I mean, story of my life, but he should have someone that's not a total piece of crap.
yeah, I was a little bummed out by Thor: Love and Thunder for a multitude of reasons. Like, ugh, some people on the Marvel Studios subreddit are like, Thor: Love and Thunder is so like overhated, like that, and it's like, no, I don't even want to get into it. It makes me so mad. Um, but one thing that bummed me out because Jane died in it. Spoilers.
Spoilers, like it
Even though
has
the movie came
out.
out in
Yeah.
July. One thing that bummed me out about it that she died was that I was always on the train of like Peter and Jane were siblings because Jane was able to hold like an infinity stone and like their eyes were always like their eyes were the same, like Peter and Jane's were the same when they held infinity stones, and the fact that like Jane's like parents aren't really established and like she just has Selvig as like her adopted dad kind of situation. In the comics her mom dies of cancer. I just like I don't know her fascination with the stars, the planet. I'm just saying
You
it
were
felt
just
like that was where that was gonna go, putting on my little Marvel theory hat, but unfortunately that was not where Mr. Feige had that going. Um but yeah, that's always my theory, but I'm glad that Peter got a sibling because I feel like he'd have to have at least found at least one sibling because Ego seemed to have been
ego fucked. That man went around.
yeah.
He was a whore.
Yeah, but
Anyways, I digress.
yeah, and I'm excited for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Very, very excited for that. Not excited for Ant-Man as much.
I'm not either, which bummed me out. I was excited for it, but then the trailers came out and
It
it looked
just does
like
not look.
dog water.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Marvel right now. Actually, I do. It's that they're releasing too much content. But yeah, I'm excited for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'm sad also because Guardians of the Galaxy is probably one of the most like vivid experiences I have going to the movies, and it was just like holds such a dear place in my heart. But everything must come
Like,
to an
I
end.
just I don't even have as much of like a sentimental attachment to the Guardians of the Galaxy. I just like their music.
Oh,
I just like the music, and I relate to Quill because I'm also just an idiot. So that's all. That's really all. But I also am excited to see um Maria Barkalova in more roles because I loved her in Borat. I loved her in Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. So her playing a dog makes my heart warm.
yes.
Yes.
Um, but anyways, I think that was it for Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, okay. Actually, no. One thing I did want to ask you: who do you think is going to die in Volume 3?
Mm, I feel like Rocket is.
I'm I okay, before the trailer, I
Or,
would have said
or,
he is gonna die.
or Drax
Definitely Drax.
because um this is David Busta's however you
Dave
pronounce it.
Bautista.
Batista. Wow, that was so butchered.
Yeah.
Reported that this is his last MCU movie.
Oh
So
yeah, I just saw a headline or something that he was kind of like trashing the character.
James Gunn, yeah, he should.
What?
I because you said you saw a headline that he was trashing and you did not finish it, so I finished it for you with James Gunn. And I was like, yeah.
No, he was trashing Drax as a character.
Oh.
Wait, what's your beef with James Gunn?
I don't know. I just like to pretend like I have beef with James Gunn.
Why?
It's funny.
When did this start?
with Ryan.
What does Ryan have against James Gunn?
Nothing. We're just two spiteful people who want to pretend to have beef with James Gunn.
Okay. I mean, like out of all the people, I don't okay.
Who else would I have beef with?
I don't know, David Zaslav or something.
Who is that?
That's the new like head of HBO. He's the one who was like, I only like reality uh, television. I don't like
Oh,
scripted things. And he
he
canceled
sounds like
Batgirl and everything.
a person to me, so I think I'm fine.
He sounds like a what?
A pretty decent person.
A pretty yeah, just ruining cinema as we know it.
Yes. Yes. Good.
Yeah, but let me look up the headline because I was like, whoa.
I told one of my friends about the Jeremy Renner stuff.
Oh, that's horrible.
I know, and I was like, Jeremy Renner's in the hospital. And
I
the
know.
reaction was good. Them responding to me was just good.
Jesus.
And that took me out.
I was like, because it's like, I mean, like he's gonna make it out. I'm pretty sure. Like,
Oh yeah, no,
like 99% sure.
He posted on Instagram and he was like, "Thank you for the support."
Yeah, I know, but things can always change. Not that I want them to.
Also, what was I gonna say that's funny? Never mind, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, here it is. Dave Bautista calls Marvel exit a relief because playing silly Drax wasn't all pleasant. I don't know if I want Drax to be my legacy. And I was like, whoa.
Real. You know what? Good for him. I watched half of Glass Onion today. He's really good in that. Like, I mean, like,
Okay, here's the thing. I'm getting nervous because I was already nervous for this movie, and I'm probably not going to watch it for another year because I just
Glass Onion?
if something gets popular on Netflix, my brain is just like, don't watch it for a year because you'll forget everyone talking about it. Because I only things I watch when they like come out are Marvel things or Star Wars things. That's it. Like I can't binge TV shows. I can't watch movies just because like everyone's talking about them. And I know that sounds like, well, I don't like popular things, but it's literally I just like I can't because everyone's already talking about it. I already know what happens. It's like yeah. But I listened to the latest episode of the TMG podcast yesterday and Noelle went off. Oh my gosh, she went off about like just lazy filmmaking and it was like
Yeah.
it was so good. He was just Noel Miller should honestly have like his own podcast where he talks about film because I would enjoy it so much. But he was saying how like he turned on Glass Onion and he could only watch 5 minutes of it because I don't know if this is true or not, but is like the whole thing like is it really like COVID heavy?
I mean, kind of, because it takes place during the pandemic.
Oh,
So, like, people wear masks. There's that whole
oh,
distancing. Which, I mean, it doesn't, like, really bother me, because I know it is a criticism, but it doesn't bother me because it's just, like, it's what happened. It's obviously gonna be a piece of history that film is gonna be about. So, yeah.
yeah, I do not share that same feeling because it's like I don't know. I feel like when does like disasters happen? I don't know. Like we don't. I feel like we shouldn't make movies about those things until it's like 20 years later.
I kind of disagree,
Maybe
but
not that long, but like I don't know. It's just like I just don't want to watch a movie about it because it's all I hear about. Not that it's something like you shouldn't be concerned about, but it's just like I don't know.
I mean, it's just it's just it's just a thing like that happened. So it doesn't really bother me all that much.
Ugh, that
Um,
is kind of like disappointing because I was actually like looking forward to that movie, but oh well.
it's
Not that
good
I was
so
gonna
far.
watch it in a year.
I mean, it's good. It's not like you shouldn't watch it.
Well, I didn't say it like I wasn't gonna
Well,
watch it
I
at
know,
all.
but
I'm just probably not gonna watch it for a year.
I'm saying don't like avoid it. Still a good movie.
Yeah, I just
It
that
has.
like annoys me. I don't like that. It's kind of like I also really can't stand social media in movies. Like I think it's so tacky.
I mean, one of the characters is a social media star.
But oh, I meant like when they have like fake social media apps in
Yeah.
movies like that are overlaid.
Oh
I think
well,
that's so annoying and tacky.
it's not a. I mean, my personal gripe when it comes to like movies integrating with pop culture is when they kind of use real social media, like Twitter or something, and you just use it a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's my personal gripe. I don't care about the fake apps or whatever. It's when they use real apps and they're trying to make it a big deal that they are using the real app. Like, um, it's not a spoiler, but him,
Jesus Christ, I've said his name like 5 times.
I know, and I did not pay attention to either of them. Um, his character in Glass Onion, by the way, this is not a spoiler, is a Twitch streamer.
Hmm.
So Twitch is mentioned a lot. which kind of annoys me because I don't. That's my gripe.
Yeah.
But I'm still enjoying it nonetheless. But I don't know. Evangeline's different about movies because we went to go see Babylon together, and we had two different tickets.
Oh, yeah. So the day after Christmas, we went to go see Babylon, and it's like
I liked it.
I'm still pretty mixed about it because it's like, first off, they utilize their budget, and I have to respect that because not a lot of filmmakers do that now. And it was like there was a lot of effort put into the film. I could absolutely tell that, but it's just like at some point it's just like too much. Like it's too much to the point where it gets exhausting and tiresome. And it kind of just feels like quite literally they're taking a dump on your face as the audience member. And on top of that, it's like they don't trust you with the material despite the material being very mature. But it's like presented in a kind of immature way, which I know like that doesn't really make sense. But it's like the ending, which I think Sophia, you kind of agreed on.
The ending was
It
so
was like it was like why? Like why don't you just leave it when she walks off into the dark? You
and
know?
doing that really cheesy tribute to film, but also I kind of overlooked all that because the visuals were like it was eye candy and the music was so good. Like I think that Damien Chazelle tucks in his trumpet at night, like gives that trumpet a little kiss on the forehead type of thing. Like
You mean
the
Justin Hertzwitz? That's who did
both
the soundtrack.
whatever, both of them. Someone tucked that trumpet in and gave a little kiss on the forehead. The music was so good. I still listen like I listen to the music while I'm going to work. Like I love the music.
No, the soundtrack was good. The cinematography was good. It's just that the story itself, and even okay, honestly, even some of the camera work was like extremely exhausting. It was like, okay, I get it. You can do whip pans, cool. Like, but it,
I prefer visuals over story sometimes, and in that movie, the visuals sold me.
yeah, I don't know. I just feel like
And
that
also
film could
Brad
have had both.
and also Brad Pitt. That was also a plus.
Who
I
I can't really stand.
I
But
I am a unironic Brad Pitt fan. I really
oh,
like
that's
movies. You know this.
I know
He was
it's
my
just
most
uh,
viewed actor last year. I watched the most movies with him, and my second was Tom Cruise.
that's an issue. That's
Mm-hmm.
bad.
I am a walking red flag.
Yeah. I have issues with him like on a legal level, like on a um I don't really want to get into that
I
though
love
because I
his movies, okay? I'm not saying he is morally correct as a person. I don't know his morals. I don't know. He's probably done some shitty things because, like,
he
all
has.
actors do. Yeah,
No,
so I'm
like
not saying I support that. I'm just saying I like his movies, okay?
no,
I'm
that's fair.
saying I like Ocean's 11 a lot.
Yeah, it's just Babylon was just like it was just like exhausting and not like in a all that great way.
I gave it a 4 stars.
Oof, that's
Follow my
high.
letterbox, by the way.
Yeah. Um yeah, I gave it a 3, but I'm tempted to like put it down to a 2.5.
Um,
Because I also was kind of like I don't know why there's been so many love letters to Hollywood in film this year and last year. Happy New Year. But it's just like this was like a mixture of Singing in the Rain and Boogie Nights, which is really weird. Um and Boogie Nights, I love that film by Paul Thomas Anderson. Amazing film. But there were some scenes that were just like almost directly ripped.
Which I have not seen Boogie Nights, so I don't know the
So,
validity of that.
like the Tobey Maguire scene, almost exactly beat for beat, which is fine if you want to like do an homage to that. Because Paul Thomas Anderson is a huge part of modern cinema, and but it's just like because I've seen Boogie Nights and I've seen movies that have the same like thematic elements as Babylon, it's like Babylon is just it's not as good as those other films. Like if it was on the same level, I wouldn't have an issue with it. I don't have an issue with movies repeating themes. Like themes are repeated. No one's going to like create a suddenly like new theme about Hollywood. Like if you want to make a love letter to Hollywood, go ahead. I'd love to make a movie about a love letter to Hollywood because I do like the wild, ugly, beautiful world of Hollywood. But also it's just like it you got to show up. I don't know. It's just Babylon was just a mess. It was a mess. But yeah, because the only Damien Chazelle film I haven't seen is First Man and his first film, which I forgot the name of that.
Wait, hold up, let me check. Because I've seen La La Land, I have seen Whiplash, I have seen that's it. That's all I've seen.
Yeah, the same. Which La La Land and Whiplash are undeniably great films.
Whiplash. I love Whiplash.
And I think what's weird about it is that Whiplash and La La Land are pretty like contained films. Like there's a direct like I feel like you know where it's going, which isn't a bad thing. Like Whiplash you can kind of like it's just first off Whiplash has a smaller budget. So naturally there are going to be more constraints on that and where Damien like wants to go with that. La La Land was bigger production. It was a musical. It was also an homage and love letter to like old golden age Hollywood films. Um but it was contained and it was clean and it was sharp, and Babylon was like none of those things. So it just kind of like fell out of the pattern of his films. Because I feel like you can always
Well,
relate his films to like music because his films are primarily focused and kind
a
of
lot
run
of talk.
like a sheet of music kind of
Yeah.
thing. And Babylon was just like a very like messy piece of music. Like it was just all over the place. The
Your mom's a mess piece of music.
oh my god.
You
Like
knew that was coming.
there were there was just a lot of raw notes, weird notes, um like interesting keys, like that kind of thing. But that at the end you're like, well, that was a song,
There's Avatar.
which I also did see Avatar The Way of Water.
I did. I'm
Really
scared.
amazing film.
I'm scared the blue cat people will awaken something in me, so I'd rather not.
Yeah, I saw Avatar when it first came out and I was 6, so like naturally I thought it was dumb. I saw it re-released. I saw it in IMAX 3D. Thought it was cool. Now I think it's cool. I respect James Cameron. Like James Cameron is a blockbuster king. Like he
James
knows what he's
Cameron
doing.
wants to have sex with the Navi people.
What?
Have you read the first Avatar script?
No.
Well, if you're ever bored, go look into it.
Okay. Well, I'm just talking about his actual like filmmaking qualities, but James Cameron
What?
knows how to use an
Oh,
avatar Oh my god.
Navi people.
Like, James Cameron knows how to use a camera, and
He also knows.
oh my god, Sophia.
What?
um,
Sorry, it's my job to be insufferable.
I know. What I was saying, James Cameron like knows how to work his way around a camera, and he knows how to push it to a level that like I don't think other filmmakers are willing to go.
You know what other filmmakers are? Where are they willing to go?
What? Who?
Bone the Navi people.
Okay.
Thank you for indulging in me. Continue.
That joke like just not even like makes sense.
What do you mean?
It didn't.
What's the bone?
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm like keep on trying to say something and keep on interrupting. Okay, James Cameron.
Knows how to work a camera.
Yeah, he knows how to work a camera, and he's always willing to push the technology of filmmaking to a whole nother level. And I think my issue with Avatar Way of Water is that he kind of like, again, I think an issue I'm having with the movies that have come out that are not Marvel or DC is that I think a lot of these filmmakers outside of those big franchises, which Avatar is a big franchise, but I just meant outside of Marvel and Star Wars and DC, is that those franchises have kind of gotten lazy with their visuals. So these other movies are jumping onto that, and because I think audiences are kind of getting tired of seeing stuff like Thor Love and Thunder. I think it was really noticeable that the filmmaking had gone down significantly. So if you see a movie like, I don't know, Babylon, yeah, if you see a movie like Babylon, you're immediately going to be impressed by the visuals, even though that has gotten bad reviews, so that's not really a good movie to do. But I don't know, like Top Gun Maverick. Sorry, that was the first. It's a fair thing. If we're being honest, Top Gun Maverick's story is really simple. Like the characters aren't that deep. Sophia, are you there? Because you're weirdly silent for me talking about Top Gun Maverick.
I'm letting you talk because I've made too many James Cordon Bleu wants to bone the Navi.
Okay.
It's true, he does.
Okay.
It's in the script. Read the script, guys. Anyway, so, Top Gun.
I think the issue also, what time are we at? Because I feel like time has gone by really fast. We went 33 minutes. Okay.
From cool. Avatar, I did want to lead in, but you go ahead. I'll make a little exception for Top Gun.
Okay, so always an exception for Top Gun.
Always.
Which I also rewatched Top Gun Maverick and Top Gun with on the Breakcord server, which was interesting. No one joined because that was well, one person did join, but then they left halfway through the first Top Gun movie. Which the first Top Gun movie is actually kind of, if it weren't for what's the DP's name? Top Gun DP. No, not the new one. Okay. Obviously Google does not understand what DP means.
Deadpool, duh.
Direct. Okay, if it wasn't for Tony Scott and Jeffrey L. Kimball, Top Gun would be absolutely unbearable to watch. Absolutely unbearable to watch. Because that story is, in the dialogue, is like horrible.
I know.
It's so bad. It's so bad. But what makes it enjoyable is the aerial cinematography, which I actually wrote a paper on it. And I got an A on it.
And your professor commented that you have So much. So much enthusiasm for Top Gun.
He said like it was an impressive enthusiasm for Top Gun, which
It is.
it is.
Impressive.
But anyways, Top Gun Maverick. It's really like a simple story. Like it's not like it's an engaging story, but it's a simple story. And the characters aren't like they're not like multifaceted characters.
No, not really.
They're not. But that's what makes it enjoyable also. Because you go to Top Gun Maverick to see people fly planes. Like you don't go to Top Gun Maverick to see like Phoenix's background life and her parents and why she joined the Navy. Like that's not why.
I would totally be down to see that because pretty lady. I'm a very simple person. Pretty lady.
So I think Avatar Way of Water, I don't think James Cameron had a very good, like, it's not that it was a bad script, it's just that the story was kind of just the same thing as the first Avatar. It was just more Na'vi, more blue people. But the visuals, oh my god, like amazing. Absolutely amazing. The issue though is that I'm not an Avatar stan. Which you don't have to be one to enjoy the movie. The movie is cool. Like, I respect the craft and I respect the effort. But it's just, despite all the world building, I just can't connect with the characters, which sucks. Like, I actually, like, I feel bad that I can't, like, connect with them, but it's just like Avatar is just not my thing. Like, I probably wouldn't rewatch that film. Now, honestly, if he did release like a 6-hour director's cut, I'd probably go to a theater for that if I'm being honest.
Saying you have told me that you would sit through a 9-hour director's cut.
Yeah.
So I think you don't get to have an opinion on anything.
What?
You would sit through a 9-hour movie, and yet I get the weird eye when I say some certain things.
Well, I mean, like, I'm just sitting through a 9-hour director's cut. I'm not watching every Tom Cruise film. Like, that would actually, like, make me...
Sorry. He has some riz when it comes to filmmaking.
Nah, he does. He does. I can't deny
Mission
that.
Impossible series has me by a chokehold.
Which I know I'm gonna have to watch it one day, but today is not that day.
I will make you.
Well, not a lot of people can make me do things, so
Yet here we are. Speaking of making people Speaking of making people do things, you know what Evangeline made me do while I was over at her house? For 4 days straight, 4 nights straight, we played Alien.
I have to give the backstory to this game.
Yes,
okay, so I want to say it has to have at least been a year now that I've had this game. And this game is Alien Isolation. Amazing game, by the way, like you definitely should play. But what happened is that I got the game because it was free on Epic Games, and I'm a sucker for free games because I don't want to have to shell out $60 for each game that comes out. I don't think I've ever paid full price for a video game. Yeah. Mm-mm. I've never paid full price for a video game. So I got Alien Isolation for free. Also, if you don't know, Epic Games offers free games every single week. Are they good? Always? No, but during the holidays and, you know, like Black Friday kind of sale events, they usually have good games. I also got Death Stranding for free, which I started playing. Trippy game. Weird game. Had to stop after playing for an hour because I was like, whoa, this is weird.
Evangeline refuses to pay anything for a game because you are you and I am me, because I will pay a lot for a game. But
yeah, anyway. I just won't. I also got the whole Tomb Raider collection for $16, and that's actually a $350 collection. So I'm pretty cheap when it comes to games.
Yeah.
So I got Alien Isolation for free. I had never watched the Alien films at the time, and I was like, I should probably watch the Alien films. So I watched Alien, directed by Ridley Scott, so the first one that came out, and then I watched Aliens, directed by James Cameron, which are two wildly different films, but they're both so good. I refuse to watch the ones that come after. I'm more tempted to watch Alien Covenant and Prometheus, which are directed by Ridley Scott, but I heard they're kind of let down, so a little nervous for that. Anyways, watched those films, then I finally decided to play Alien Isolation. Plugged it into my TV. Not my TV, but like my family's TV. It, I it was the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced, and I only played it for about an hour. Did not get far. I didn't even get to the part where the alien shows up. I only because Sophia, you didn't play this part, but there's like a
I
whole
got that.
intro. There's a
Yeah.
whole intro where like you're on the original ship before like everything goes wrong, like the ship where you actually like travel to the Sevastopol, which is the ship that you're primarily on for the game. And I was terrified of it because it's just the game design, the music, just the set design that they have in that game is it's very what's the word? Deliberate. And they have the energy of the first Alien movie down to a T. And it's so good, but it's also so terrifying. So I stopped playing for a bit, and then I was like, I hadn't like booted up the game in so long, and I was like, I don't even remember what happened. So I restarted it. I was on this summer, and I was on a voice chatting with Crystalline. Played it, got scared again. Um Again, I didn't even get to the part where you're supposed to find the alien. Didn't even get to that part. I actually, but I did. Funny thing, the first time you get on like one of the transits in the game, my game froze for a little bit, or my computer froze, or something happened, and I couldn't press E to like get to the next place. And I had waited so long, I didn't mean to, that the alien came. The alien was never supposed to even come at that level. So I was terrified. Then I never booted up the game again until Christmas. Enter Sophia.
Stage directions. I enter stage. What side is your door on? Left. So it is the first. Was it the first night or was it the second night?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I am sitting on the air mattress. I am watching Evangeline play that one car racing game.
Flat Out 2.
Flat Out 2, when we decide to play the video games together. So we played a couple rounds of that, and then you suggested to play Alien Isolation. Mind you, I have never heard of this game, much less played it before. And I didn't even know it was based off of the Alien movies, which I have not and did not watch. So we started playing, and I did not realize it was on hard mode at first.
Oh yeah. So the modes are novice, easy, medium, hard, nightmare. I did not choose nightmare because that gives you no map, no UI, less supplies, and the alien has an even more sensitive AI, so I chose hard, which is the one right below nightmare, just to give context.
Yeah. So where am I going? We decided to play, and not to toot my own horn, but I did pretty good for it being on hard mode, never hearing about this game. I was proud of myself. We got to like I got 3 hours into the game first night.
But that was when the alien wasn't there.
And then the alien arrived.
And everything went downhill.
Everyone went downhill. That morning we were on a walk, and I was even like, I'm proud that we haven't died that this much yet. We died so much that night.
Yeah. I think I can handle any horror game after that. That was like terrifying. Like, it's just a terrifying game.
I didn't really get scared by the alien. I did get scared by the synthetics, though.
Really? Because
Yeah.
after the alien, those synthetics, I was like, I literally don't care.
Well, it's because they popped out of nowhere. Like, the alien I expected.
I think if you watch the movies and, like, understood how, like, menacing those aliens were, you probably would have been a little more scared. I think that's the reason I was more scared, because, like, I knew what they could do, and I that's why I like the game, because if I get that immersed in a game, it's a good game for me.
Horror games are just not my thing. I don't really
No, they're usually not mine either. I usually just like to watch people play them, because it's not, yeah. But I probably won't play other horror games because of this, because it's just like, this has it. I can't imagine a horror game being better than that one.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the idea of horror. Like, the adrenaline and getting scared. It just does not really, like, I don't get scared from the thing that I'm supposed to be scared at. I got scared at a grasshopper when we saw Nope.
Which I rewatched the other day.
So it bums me out because I want to enjoy these things, but I can't because I get scared for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, horror games, I'm more likely to get scared of. Horror movies, no. I don't get scared, like, at all. Like, we saw Black Phone, and I was like laughing the entire time.
Black Phone was kind of mid for me.
Yeah, that was. I didn't really know how to rate it, because I don't watch a lot of horror films, so I don't know what's good or not good.
I just thought it was kind of meh. I did like how it wrapped up, though. I did like the ending.
Yeah, I think honestly this year I feel like was a good year for horror. I really liked Ty West. Well, going to be a trilogy, but X and Pearl are really good.
I like Pearl a lot more than I liked X.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I liked Pearl a lot. I just like X better.
Can tear this ass up. She is so hard. I love her. Like, I'd let her do anything to me. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if I like someone, I will say it, and I really like her. Hey! What the hell?
What?
My cat just stole my necklace.
Oh.
I put it down on my iPad, and she took it. What the hell?
Yeah, I also really liked Barbarian, which is on HBO Max. That was pretty good. That was like a movie that you should never watch the trailer for. I'm so glad I didn't see the trailer for that.
You know what I really liked last year?
What?
Zoolander. It did not come out
year,
but I watched it for the first time last year, and it was hilarious. I loved it.
I only know the, like... Well, I know the other scene because it's, like, being used on, like, YouTube Shorts and TikTok all the time, but, I only know the scene where it's, like, everyone's spraying each other with the gasoline.
Oh, and then
they, like, explode. I don't know why I think about that scene every time I go to a gas station.
All his friends die, and then Owen Wilson turns up to the funeral. I love Owen Wilson. 2022 was the year of Owen Wilson for me. I love that man.
Oh, like for you personally, or
Yes, it
oh,
was
okay.
the
Because I was like, was he
company.
in anything?
He was in some things.
Like what? Oh
Uh
wait, he was in Loki, or was that? Yeah, that was
yeah,
2022.
he's Morbius.
Mobius.
Morbius.
No, there's not an R in there.
It's Morbius. I
Uh,
I know Owen Wilson actually, and he said it was Morbius. So
okay. I think Marvel Comics would have to disagree with that, but
I think it was Morbius. So I think you're just a hater. I don't know.
I well, I am a hater of Morbius, but not Mobius.
It's Morbius.
Hmm.
Because I never
Okay.
seen more BS than this.
Okay. um, did you? But you did end up watching
No,
Morbius,
I
right?
didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I thought you said
No,
you
I
did.
lied.
Wait,
Remember
what?
that I watched it? I lied.
You did?
I I did not.
Wait, what?
I lied about watching it.
Why would that's a weird thing to lie about?
I don't know why I did it. I just did it.
But I thought you like put it on Letterboxd and everything.
No, I didn't. I said I don't know. I was having a bad night, and I'm like, this night is either going to be the best night of my life, or I'm going to end up watching Morbius.
But you didn't end up watching Morbius.
I did not end up doing anything that night.
Oh, okay. Well, you should watch it for the giggles.
I don't want to watch it for the giggles.
But I mean, like, it's funny.
Fine.
Like, I don't know. I feel like you have to watch it. Like, it's a rite of passage.
Is it really a rite of passage?
I'd say it is.
I actually, who's the dude who played the dude who does the dance?
Sorry, that was such a sentence. It's the dude who plays the dude that does the dance. Okay. Matt Smith.
Wasn't he like the doctor or something?
Yeah, he was a doctor. He's in House of the Dragon.
Okay, well, I was
He
over
was in
at my.
another. He he played young Prince Philip in The Crown. You know that Netflix series about the royal
Oh,
family?
yeah.
He played Prince Philip.
Well, where I was going at by this is that one of my friends went up to his house today. He has a whole box full of Doctor Who figurines.
Wow.
And he gave me one of that dude, but he's in a cowboy outfit. So I'm relating this back to Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller because we've all watched Night at the Museum. And so now I have my little cowboy man. I forgot the character's name. It's not Octavius.
I don't know what it is,
I don't
so
know his name either, but I have a little cowboy man now. But that's
well
the dude who plays the dude. Who's the dude who plays the dude that does the dance? Has the same energy as um that one Game Grumps bit where he could not figure out who Mark Zuckerberg was. Have you seen that?
no.
I'm gonna send it to you. It's about the Facebook movie.
The
And he's like, I
movie.
know who Mark Zuck
Oops.
or Jesse Eisenberg is, but who does Jesse Eisenberg play?
Oh my god.
The Facebook movie is unironically so good.
The Facebook movie.
I love the Facebook movie. Facebook movie and me are besties.
Honestly, it is crazy how good like the social network is. Like that is just like not if you told someone like, "Yo, have you seen that Facebook movie? Like that movie about Facebook?"
Have you seen the Facebook movie, dude? Bro, it's
And then
that
like
of Facebook.
you would just like not expect that to be good, but it's really good.
It's so good. I love the Facebook movie.
I think I've seen it probably at least like 3 times now.
I own a copy of it.
That's so valid.
It is so not, but thanks.
Well, I mean it is because it's a good movie.
It is a really good movie.
We should normalize CDs again. I mean, not CDs. We should normalize CDs again, but we should normalize DVDs again.
We should normalize seeing these nuts. Got him.
God.
I wish it was socially acceptable to have a DVD collection. Because it's just not.
I feel like, okay, here's the thing. I feel the opposite. I feel like it's normalized to have a DVD collection, but it's not normalized to just like buy a DVD because you just want to watch it. Because DVD collections are more for like, look at all my steel books. You know? Like, look at all these pretty like DVD covers.
I have a lot of DVDs, but that's because my dad just gets me them because he has divorced dad guilt.
What?
My dad has divorced dad guilt.
Well, that's
I know that's my dad's thing. So I just have DVDs.
Yeah, but like I don't would you classify that? Like would you tell people because I know you could tell people like, "Oh, I have a Funko Pop collection," but would you say your DVDs are like I
Well,
collect DVDs or would you just say like I have a lot of DVDs? You
well,
know, like I feel like there's a difference.
if I had a lot of DVDs, then I would say I collect DVDs, but I don't really have a collection. I have just
Yeah.
my own DVDs.
It's like random
Yeah,
DVDs.
because it's the entire MCU plus a couple of random shows and movies. Like it's not really a collection. Like a
Yeah.
collection, I feel like is something you curate or like you actively seek out. Like Pop Funkos, I actively seek out
Yeah.
and I curate. I have my collection. But DVDs, it's more like, oh, I'll pick this up. Oh, what? This is nice. I want a copy of this because I mean, it really all started because I wanted a copy of Into the Spider-Verse. Like, because I love that movie so much. Like, I need to have it in a physical form or else I was going to explode. And then from there, I just started collecting the MCU. So I have the entire MCU on DVD, but that used to be because I didn't have access to Disney Plus. Because
Yeah.
Disney Plus did not exist.
Yes, that's very true.
So I went to this like thrift store. It was called Dimple for our viewers out there. And I would buy DVDs. I bought the whole MCU for like on a discount because they were all secondhand, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, whenever I went to Dimples to try and get MCU DVDs, they were like always brand new and they would cost like $16 each. Like no one ever
What? I got all mine secondhand. They were like $5 each.
Yeah, that never happened. The only one I think I ever got at Dimples was Iron Man 2.
I mean, listen,
And that
Dimple.
was still like $10.
Well, I should take you to the cave because it's like Dimple, but it's.
Yeah, but at this point, I kind of just like I want to get all steelbooks for the
Well, I got you
MCU.
started on that.
Well, that's not the MCU.
Well, it's Top Gun.
Yeah, no, that's super cool. I don't know
Which
how I'm
is
gonna get that
something you're
home, but
really obsessed with.
yeah, no, I'll put that up. But I because the only steel books actually, yeah, the only steel book I have is Avengers Endgame. That was one that I was like really serious about getting. But the rest, yeah. I'd honestly like be cool with selling all of my MCU DVDs in order to get steelbooks, except for my Iron Man DVD, because that's like the original when it first came out on DVD.
Oh. Makes sense, makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah.
So you're telling me you like CDs and tapes? Or
Oh
should I say
God.
tapes and CDs?
See, yeah, I'm not.
You don't like tapes and CDs?
I'm not gonna encourage this because I know
Why not?
exactly where it's going.
You don't like tapes and CDs?
You've made too many of those jokes this
Evangeline,
episode.
you don't like tapes and CDs?
I'm not gonna encourage this.
Please,
No,
just if you let me have this one thing, I will never make a joke again.
no, I'm not because you
You
can
will
make a
never
better
hear
one.
my jokes again, please.
No, because now it's ruined. Now it's ruined because I know
No,
exactly where it's heading,
no,
so it like
it's not
completely ruins
ruined.
the energy of the
It's
joke.
not for our viewers. Come on, just one joke.
No, no,
Yes. Why?
no.
Why do I always have to be the fool? Why can't you be the fool for once?
You made me the fool like 3
No, I
times. The entire time I
have.
tried to spit out the James Cameron bit, you were
No.
like, you said the same joke like 5 times.
Yeah, because it was funny.
Not after like the second time.
Yes, it was. It was hilarious. You just
Oh,
don't know comedy.
okay. Okay.
So answer me this.
Okay,
Answer
Mr.
me
Dave
this.
Chappelle. Sorry, that was out of
Do
pocket.
not call me Dave Chappelle. That's out of pocket. That is
See,
out of
that was
pocket.
funny.
No, it was not. That was out of pocket. I need you to shut up now.
It's a specific taste. I'd say that was pure
Okay,
comedy gold.
riddle me this, Batman. Do you like tapes and CDs?
Um, let's talk about
No, we're not
yeah,
moving on from this.
well, I am. They found David Miscavige.
I don't care about David Miscarriage. Now riddle me this, Batman. Do you like tapes and CDs?
They found him in Fort Harrison Hotel in Clearwater, which is really funny because um his attorneys, Sophie is dead silent, which means I have ruined her joke, and it brings me great pleasure.
Which means I'm not talking for the rest of this episode. You're gonna do this yourself now.
Okay.
I quit. This is my resignation. Go ahead and replace me with that TikTok girl. I'm done.
But they found him at the Fort Harrison in Clearwater, which is the hotel where they
You know who
have
else
like
is on
people.
there?
Oh my god.
Your mom.
Okay, you've made that joke like 6 other times
Yeah,
too.
because you're not gonna let me make my other joke, so I have to revert
Because
back.
because you've said the joke like
No,
3 other times.
I did not make a D's joke once this episode.
Yes, you
That's
did.
a lie. I made it once. Once.
Okay, so this would be your second time, and that's one too many.
Just let me make one more.
Okay, you can talk to an imaginary person in
Evangeline, I don't know why you're so like stubborn about this. Just let me make one more. Let me get it out of my system, and that's it. That's it. I just
Hi,
asked.
Sophia. What is your joke?
Riddle me. Okay, Batman. Riddle me this. Do you like tapes and CDs? See, you're not letting me make it. Not letting me make it.
Wait, dude.
We're gonna.
No, Sophia, that was so bad. I thought I changed my input and I just changed my output, so I was really confused because your screen kept on going green and I heard absolutely nothing. And I was like,
Oh, so you thought that I just left?
no, I just thought something went wrong, but it was actually I accidentally changed my output
It was
device.
actually you being a fool.
Well, I didn't hear it, so if you made the joke, I wasn't really the fool.
I didn't make the joke. I was waiting for your response.
Oh, okay. Wait a second. Let me just like go to the bathroom real quick, and then you can make the joke. Okay.
Fine. Swear to
Hi,
God.
Sophia. I'm back. Would you like to share this joke?
No. That's it. I give up.
Well,
I give up. I don't know why I even try. I need to get new friends that appreciate my jokes.
All right, I'm back. Did you say the joke?
You know what, Evangeline? I hope you. Actually, no, that's really mean. I'm not going to say that. That was a really mean thought.
Why don't you say it? Why don't you say it?
No,
Just say it, Sophia.
Because it's actually really mean and I don't wish harm upon you.
Come on, are you really gonna chicken out? Are you really?
Yes,
really?
I am. Unless
I'm
you
gonna
really want to hear
I'm
it.
gonna peer pressure you into saying this. What is it?
Okay,
Say
fine. I hope you end up in Clearwater.
it.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, that's
See,
really
that was funny. That
okay,
was funny.
Well, why don't you let me make a D's nuts joke?
Because that's not as funny as the Clearwater one.
Well, what's a nuts joke? Huh?
Sorry, I had to go to the bathroom one time. You can say the joke when I'm.
Okay, whatever.
Sophia, I'm back.
Where do they find him?
Would you like to make your joke now?
No, I would not.
Okay, I'm back again. Did you say the joke?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Okay, I think we've gone long enough. We've ran out of jokes, obviously. Um So I have defeated Sophia. She could not make the joke, and even if she wanted to now, it wouldn't hit. So
No, it would not.
it would not. See, that was the point. That was the point.
I would like to consider this an abusive relationship.
Okay. Well, you said you'd send me to Clearwater, so
And I meant it. I said what I said.
um but yeah, they found David Miscavige, and that's always good news. So I hope he goes to jail. I can't wait till he goes to jail. I hope they have like a live. Can you live stream in prison? Can you?
He went missing? Like, why did he go missing in the first place?
No. So what happened is that like he was. Well, these two ex Sea Org members, consequently ex Scientology members, they were suing him in Scientology for like abuse, obviously.
Yeah.
And he needed to come into court, and no one could find him.
Okay.
And his attorneys basically told the court and the people who were suing him, the victims, that like, you guys are crazy. Like he's not available. Like he has too many duties to be here for this like frivolous case. And they were basically gaslighting the court, which like big surprise.
Big surprise.
Scientology is just gaslighting religion. So then on New Year's, they had a New Year's event, Scientology did, in Clearwater, and then, people figured out, because I guess in Fort Harrison, Scientologists study at night.
Okay.
So they sleep during the day. And a lot of them are like elderly people, as I've heard.
Okay.
So that's questionable. They rescheduled it. They rescheduled like their sleep time, so they have to get up at 5:30 instead of 7, because this event started at 7. And the only way those Scientologists staffers would ever get their schedule like rearranged is if it was David Miscavige. So David Miscavige had an event on New Year's which got him caught. So now people know where he is, and the court knows where he is. So yeah, so they found him.
Funny. That reminds me of a certain other person recently who got caught because of a pizza box.
Andrew Tate.
Hey. Man.
Justice. And you know what sucks is that, because he had like that one video where he's like, this is how you ruin someone's life. He has such a weird accent. He's like, this is how you ruin someone's life. You accuse them of something they did not do. And it like, so he was basically saying that they're gonna ruin my life, accusing me of something egregious that I did not do. And then they'll put me in jail, and then they'll say even more slanderous things and blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah,
and so
blah.
now all of his like hardcore followers think that these claims are frivolous. And of course, like, innocent until proven guilty. Like, honestly, like, like, the ethical like part of me is like, I hope it's not true, because I don't want that. Like, I don't want that to be true, in the sense of like, I don't want there to be actual victims, but obviously,
but like, he looks
someone
like
spoke out about
life.
Yeah, like, I don't want it to be true, not in the sense of like, I don't want him to go to jail, but in the sense of I hope he like wasn't trafficking
Oh, I hope
girls. You know, like I don't want that like to be happening. But if it did happen, like hope he goes to jail for the rest of his life. You know, and things happen in there. But yeah, that's kind of all. I don't think the Scientology thing is going to happen until the summer. So visiting the org and everything, but
yeah. I mean, we could make time for it this week, but I don't know if we want to.
yeah, it just depends. It could happen, it could not happen, but it'll definitely happen this summer because we'll have plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're recording this episode kind of late because of con this weekend, and it just logistically it didn't make sense to record on Friday. So, which it starts tomorrow because we're recording this on a Thursday. So if we're a little more drained, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
So because it's like 10:30. So I'd say that's it. Thanks for listening. If you did, please subscribe, like, leave a comment. There'll be some links in the description. I won't say what they are. They're a mystery. You have to click for yourself.
Go figure it out.
Yep. So bye. Happy New Year. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah.
All
I
the
know
other
those
stuff.
are all over, but we missed all of those, so you know. Yeah, have a good one. Oh, if you're in Northern California, stay safe because there was a storm.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.